Hey guys, so good evening and welcome back to another Stocks by Request. For this video, I'm going to talk about the markets, but we're also going to drill down and zero in and talk about Dito as well because I've got hundreds of messages from all of you asking about the status of Dito. Then, aside from Dito, we're going to also double down and talk about another broadband company, Converge, then close everything off with Ali and Security Bank as well. So everything that we will talk about here will be pretty much from a technical analysis point of view. And before I talk about the markets, now what's so interesting is we are doing this video February 8, 2021, and we are just a couple of weeks away from the target uh, date of when they're supposed to have commercial operations already. So let's see how it would possibly go. Will this go smoothly as they start to open and target their commercial operations? And how big of a target market will they actually get also from a Philippine context? So if you guys are ready, want to talk about this, then let's go. So before we segment everything, the PSEI closed at 7,024, uh, up slightly at 0.08%, and you have a value turnover of 99.84 billion pesos. And what's interesting about that is this is predominantly what we're seeing right now, a locally driven market. Give, Given that if you look at the largest value turnover for the day, you will see Dito is heading the pack with 2.2 billion pesos. And locals plus local retailers, that's how we've seen, no, a large amount of locals already participating in the market, which is a prevailing theme, I guess, uh, which is happening also outside the Philippines. For those who know what's happened to GameStop slash Robinhood, we've seen an influx of local retailers, or at least retailers, flooding the markets, and which is also a good thing. And as I started sharing and talking about the markets more than a decade ago, also pushing friends to start to invest, this is the dream, that we get to see more and more Filipinos start to invest. And for me, this is I guess this is it's fun because I really believe the market empowers people to give them a shot to make money on their own. Now, that being said, let's move to the markets. So the PSEI, nothing much has happened, as what I've mentioned, in terms of a value turnover perspective. You will see right here, wala siya masyadong ginalaw. So looking at it from this perspective, it's still moving. It's still right along this sideways progression that is in the chart as well. It's currently still hovering below the 20-day moving average. It's still hovering below the 50-day moving average. The MACD still showing us a cross up, but it's still below the zero level. So from what I've mentioned the previous days for the PSEI, nothing has changed. The current sideways progression is still intact, and the resistance at the 20-day moving average, which is around 7,040 level, is still there. And you have another one at the 7,100 level. Those are the two resistances to watch out for the PSEI. But the prevailing trend that we're seeing right now is it's still currently moving sideways. Next, before let's look at Converge. By the way, for this video, Ali, SecB, Converge, then Dito, and rest assured also over the next few hours, also we're gonna do more videos. Anyways, we talked about Converge a lot last week because it started to break out. But above and beyond that, we mentioned this last Friday that it dropped, it closed lower, but it held its ground at the support, which is at the 16.9917 peso level. And true enough, like a real support, it held its ground last Friday, but not just that. As it hit the support, you can see right here, buying started to emerge further to see Converge close at 18.12 pesos per share. Please do note of the buy signals that we had. Shout out to my friends who when we were discussing this last week, was predominantly based on the 20-day, 50-day moving average and the MACD, all turning bullish and bouncing from the 15.45 support level. So for Converge, 17 peso resistance turned support. It's a third day of it holding above that level. Then you have a larger push right now. So for those who bought at the breakout, you look at the RSI, it's not showing us any sell signals yet. Look at the MACD, it's not showing us any reversal signals yet. Look at the moving averages, moving averages, the 20 and the 50-day moving averages, same thing. It's still showing us there's a cross up. It's not showing us any reversals yet. And in the same way, from the breakout of the 17 peso range, we are still seeing it progress and move into a much higher level. So what you need to watch out for Converge, if the 17 peso level will hold, whatever breakout that we have mentioned that's underlying will continue to progress as of now. So there, comment below if you're learning and this is something that's helping you. And for those who are new to this, please do note that I analyze stocks, but please never buy, sell, hold, or avoid the stock just because it's talked about here in YouTube. Use this video as information, as data, but you have to decide on your own. You have to talk to your financial advisor. You have to do your own due diligence, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to help you make money in the markets. That's what's going to make this sustainable if you take the responsibility to learn and build the skills, because at the end of the day, the stock market is still a skill based investment. Anyways, let's proceed with Ayala Land. So for Ayala Land, how Ayala Land goes, the index also goes as well. But for today, we saw it start to continually push up and close at the 40.75 level. As you can see, the arrow that I made here, I think from the previous videos, you will see that it's currently progressing in the sideways motion. It's currently progressing from the bounce of the 100-day moving average. It's currently also breaking out from the 20-day moving average. What changed from today is basically this. The MACD already started to cross, denoting a more bullish change in direction, and a breakout from the 50-day moving average. Added to it is you have a larger bullish candle as well, showing you that, hey, large green candle breaking out from the 50-day moving average, showing you a more bullish stride. So possibility right now is the next narrative is for it to attack the next possible resistance, which is at the 41.87, or you can peg it to 41.9 level. So I repeat, Ali, trend sideways. Uh, we're seeing a cross from the MACD. It's continuing its breakout from the 20-day moving average. But what changed right now is it broke out past the 50-day moving average as well. On its way right now here, the 41.97 resistance. And I just want to peg this. Should it break out from there? No. I'll just reference the next resistances so you can watch it already. You have a 44.2 resistance level. Then you have another one at the 47.6 level as an area of resistance. Next stock that I'd like to talk about is Security Bank. Then we're going to end everything off with Dito. Uh, this is how Security Bank is. It's still currently moving sideways. This is its current progression. So we are seeing Security Bank build and stay above its current support level. Current support is 126.8. Current resistance is 148.75. We're seeing it also, if you look at it right now, it's crossing above the 20-day moving average right here. And then it just bounced also a couple of days back from the oversold levels of the RSI. And if you'll allow me to zoom in, it's trying to break past already the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. So current thing to watch out for is this. Security Bank stays above the 132 level. Next possible trajectory for it is it will try to search where the next resistance is. And the next resistance is right here at the 148.6 level. So by the way, now for those who are trying to figure out what this is currently looking like, it's still a sideways progression, which if you notice it as it hit this particular level of resistance, started to retrace here, then it's trying to form some. If it continues now, it may continue to progress in this particular range. So I just want to interlace. I just want to interlace the. I just want to interlace the Bollinger Band also, so you can see right here it's still moving, and the Bollinger Band's also confirming that it's currently moving sideways as of this point in time. Lastly, let's talk about Bito. So everyone's favorite as of now. By the way, for those who want to know more about the rudiments of technical analysis, everything that we're talking about here, from the candlestick, from support resistance, from the breakouts, from moving averages, from MACDs, from RSIs to the trend lines, and everything else in between, we have a Zoom class which is happening end of February, happening for 2 weeks, Saturday, Sunday. We have half day sessions. For those who want to join us, The link is in the description below. And then I figured out also a way, for those who are from the US and who are from Japan, who have not, who nawala pang access sa US markets. I have another link below for Webull naman that allows you, if you are from the US or Japan, which does not have access to be able to trade US markets, you can try to use that. So that's already friendly for those that want to take part of the US markets. Anyways, so this is Dito. Very, very clear, no? Last Friday it broke out. Very, very clear also that we noted that the MACD already crossed from this particular level. So just a roll call of everything that's happening for Dito. 20-day moving average is bullish, 50-day moving average is bullish, 100-day moving average is bullish, 200-day moving average is bullish, denoting that Dito is progressing towards a solid trend that's upward right now. MACD is also confirming the uptrend as of this point in time. Then, as you can see right here, from last Friday, the breakout from the 14 peso level was very, very clear. Then after that breakout, you can see today, it jumped already and opened at 14.92. As it jumped and opened at 14.92, you saw it push even higher and close at the 16.4 mark. So right now, for those who bought at the breakout, you can see right here, it's so clear now that all of the indicators, all of the parameters, everything that we're looking at for Dito, it's not showing us yet any reversal pattern. The trend is still up. The breakout is still intact. The new breakout from the 14 peso level is still currently holding its ground. The 20, 50, 100-day moving averages are still showing us it's bullish. MACD is not also showing us a cross down yet. It's still denoting that it's still bullish. Then it has not also crossed below the zero line crossing. So for those who have positioned from the different fronts that I've presented to all of you, it's quite clear right here, right now, that Tito, from a candlestick, from a range, from a trend, and from an indicator perspective, is still currently bullish. And for those who positioned, I get it that it's tempting to sell, it's tempting to take profits right now, but the name of the game is to follow your plan. The name of the game is, as long as none of your signals are telling you to let go of it yet, edi hold. And all, of course, no, dadating sa point na your emotions will tell you, benta mo na yan, uh, profit na, baka mawala pa, pera na, baka maging bato pa. But you stick to your plan, follow your course, follow the things that you need to do. That if you're using the moving averages and it's not telling you to sell yet, edi hold. If you're using the cross down from the MACD, it has not crossed down yet, edi hold. Or you're looking at the zero line crossing for MACD, it hasn't really crossed yet, edi hold. Ganun din, if you're projecting the trend line and then you said your exit point, your sell signal will be it going below the trend line, hindi pa naman yan na-break kahit may volatility pa baba, you hold. In the same way, 20, 50, 100-day moving averages, until you see it start to cross down from that, until it shifts, until nothing changes, you can also hold on to your position. So there, key dates again to watch out for, at least for Dito, is how will the March commercial opening impact it? Will it cause the stock to move higher or will it cause it to go down? A comment below. I'm interested to know your inputs. What do you think will happen in March? Will Dito continue to push higher? Will this be a trigger for people to buy the stock higher? Or do you think it will dip down already as operations start and people will be taking profits as well? So put it in the comment section if you think Dito will continue. What's your take on it? What do you like more, Dito or Converge? So there, if you guys have any questions, put it in the comment section below. I'll try to make another video today. And above and beyond that, if you guys want to send me DMs, two ways to be able to send me a DM. One is via Patreon. Second is via our Instagram, my Instagram account at Marvin Gurmo. And please do note that for every message that you will get via Instagram or via YouTube, please remember that I will not send a WhatsApp number for you to message na magsasabi na magpadala kayo ng pera dito gamit ang Bitcoin nyo. It's not me. That's someone who copied my account and then trying to send PM. So please do note, every time na may nag-message na, oh, do you have a trading plan that can help you via Bitcoin, and asking to send money via Bitcoin wallet, that's not me. So just a quick reminder for everyone that there are people who, I don't know why they do stuff like that, but yun, I hope this video helped you. And since this is coming out at 8 p.m., expect probably one or two more videos for the night. So that's it for now. Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.